Hey, playa, have you ever felt uneasy about the idea that your girlfriend has so many guy friends and that they're all so close? Are they really just friends, or is there something more there? Do these guys have ulterior motives, or are you just nervous and insecure and jealous? Well, let's break down how you can work through those feelings and what you can do to make sure that everything is cool. Something I've learned over the years is that jealousy is an emotion that doesn't really serve you and your partner's interest as a couple. What tends to happen when you feel jealous is that you bottle those feelings up. You start to notice things, but you never really openly say anything. And when you do, it ends up being sarcastic or just outright mean. Hey, we should go check out a movie this Friday. Oh, totally. I was just talking to Seth the other day and he wants to go check out a movie too, so we should all go together. Oh yeah, I'm sure Seth just wanted to go to the movies with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's all he wants to do with you. Are you jealous of him? We've been friends for like 10 years. You think that matters? He's a guy. I know exactly how he's thinking. You know what I'm talking about. So when your mind goes to a place like that, how do you break free from that toxic stranglehold that's preventing you from accepting that your girlfriend has friends? Well, here are two things you can do. Number one is to establish with your partner the values that truly matter to you in your relationship. Maybe that's openness, maybe that's vulnerability, maybe that's honesty or trust. Having that conversation early on will help you establish a real framework with them. So whenever situations arise that you feel are testing those boundaries, you can always refer back to what it is that you truly value and express that again to them. Hey, I know we've only been dating for a short amount of time, but I really feel like we have something good here. And I feel like we really align in values. One of the most important values to me is trust. How about you? Yeah, definitely. Trust is super important. I also feel like honesty is really important too. Being able to share things with each other whenever we feel a certain way. Definitely. Honesty is super important. And if I'm being honest, I just want to say that I don't really feel comfortable with the fact that you have so many guy friends. I just always think that they're trying to get with you every time they message you and talk to you and ask you to hang out. I see where you're coming from, but like you said, you have to trust me. I'm not going to do anything that's going to ruin this relationship. I really like you, and I've been friends with these guys for a long time, but they know where I stand, that I'm with you, and that's really what I want. Sure, it might feel kind of awkward to have that conversation early on, but it's important that you address it towards the beginning so that later on in the relationship, you aren't running into situations where both of you have different ideas of what trust, respect, honesty looks like. Don't ever assume that you guys are on the same page just because you're together. You both are different people with different thoughts and feelings and experiences. You come into this relationship with your own set of friends, your own set of interests, your own set of values. So you really want to find that overlap so that the two of you can make this relationship really, really work. And try your best to not fall into the jealous behaviors that might lead to the destruction of your relationship. Those are things like snooping through your partner's phone just to see who they're talking to, telling them they have to block certain people on social media just because you don't like them, or questioning everything that they do, every step they make, every person they hang out with, every conversation they have. That's not your role. Your role is not to police your partner. Your role is to express your feelings and let them make decisions for themselves. The second thing you can do if you feel like guys are just too close to your girlfriend is to make time to be friends with each and every single one of them. Now, that might sound kind of weird. Why would I be friends with these guys if I think they're trying to get with my girl? But you're actually going to be working from the inside. Let me explain. If a person is friends with your girlfriend and also really likes them, but they don't really know anything about you, you're just kind of this shadowy figure off in the distance, maybe this name that your girlfriend brings up from time to time, they're not really going to have any remorse or care if they do anything to ruin your relationship, because what do they care about you? They don't even know you. But let's say you take the time to get to know that guy. You introduce yourself, you say hello, you're friendly and cordial with him, and you establish your place as the boyfriend of that girl. Well, now, as they get to know you a little bit better and they start to see that you're actually pretty cool and likable, they might think twice about doing something that might intentionally ruin your relationship, because now they have friendships with both of you. Now, that's not to say that every single guy is going to be respectful and understanding. Some guys are going to want what they want and they don't care that you're in the picture. But what you at least are doing is establishing your level of confidence and your role there so that they can see that you're not someone that's going to be pushed around or taken advantage of in your relationship. If there's a problem, you're going to address them directly, which might ward them off and make them really think twice. Hey babe, I'm starving. Do you want to go get something to eat after school? Yeah, totally. Let's get something. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll get something to eat. Cool, I was thinking we'd grab some pizza, but what's so funny? Who are you texting? Oh no, and it's just Seth. He's telling me about what happened in math class. It's just, you wouldn't understand. It's an inside joke. It's so funny though. Cool. You know, I haven't talked to Seth in a while. I'm gonna reach out to him and see how he's doing. Knowing who the key players are in the game helps you demystify the uncertainty and doubt that may arise around your girlfriend and their friends. It helps you kind of lift the veil and really know what their interactions are like, so that you have a better understanding and perspective of how they communicate, how they get along, and what might be going on behind the scenes. Because that's what this is really all about, keeping perspective, knowing when you might be overreacting or letting jealousy lead the way, or recognizing when there might be situations that you need to step in. Let's say, for example, your girlfriend has a friend that's a little too handsy with her, or maybe he makes sexually suggestive comments that implies that he might see her as more than just a friend. The best thing you can do is to address him directly. Tell him that you don't really feel comfortable with what he says and does, and as her boyfriend, that's something that you want him to stop doing. And the best thing you can do is to talk to your girlfriend as well. Let her know what your values are, let her know what matters to you, and if this is something you feel impedes on your relationship, be open and honest with her. Hey Seth, you got a minute, man? Oh, yeah, dude, what's up? I know you and Becky have known each other for a long time, you guys got your own thing going on, you've been friends forever, but I don't feel comfortable when you sending her those sexual texts, man. That's something you gotta stop. Sexual texts? What sexual texts? I don't send her any sexual texts. Really? Let's look at her latest Instagram post and what you said. Damn girl, that dump truck is fire. You used 3 fire emojis there. Well, what? I was just joking around, man. It's just a joke. Don't take it too seriously. She also sent me some of the screenshots to your Snapchat messages. Let me ask you a question. Is that your eggplant? It could be anybody's eggplant. Building a happy and healthy relationship is hard work, and sometimes your girlfriend is going to have close guy friends that she opens up to and has her own special relationships with. The key is to not allow that to be a drain on your masculinity, to feel like if you don't push these guys out of the picture, then you're a cuck and you're getting taken advantage of and you're a loser. Recognize that everyone has their own unique relationships with each other. Be open to talking to those guys, be open to sharing your values with your girlfriend, and as long as you guys are all on the same page, I think everything will be okay. Now, what I want you to do is check out the video over there on the side where I go more in depth on dealing with your girlfriend having guy friends. On that note, I'll catch you next time. As always, love and peace.